going live on Instagram. And I am live on Instagram at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. 8:08 with Clay. We talk about photography. We talk about lighting, composition, and posing every Monday and Wednesday at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Tonight I'm a little bit ahead of time. Get people time to get here, get used to it. Um, People should sometimes go to Instagram where they should be here. So that's why I'm coming a little bit earlier so people can I can tell people on Instagram that we are here. So if you are on Instagram, please hop to YouTube. We are youtube.com Clay Sus Official right here. Let's hop on YouTube and let me know you are there. Hello, hello, Danny. If you're here on YouTube with me, let me know that you're here because I can't see who is here through my software. Doesn't show me who is here. Let me know that you are here. Just say hello. Hello to all of you. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Good to see you here, Delmar. I'm keep monitoring Instagram, keep monitoring everything, make sure everything is all right. So if you're here on YouTube with me, let me know that you are here. Say hello here in the comments. So I know that you are here because we have a nice topic to talk about tonight. We have a few images I'm going to show. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. So if you're here on YouTube, let me know you're here in the comments. And if you're on Instagram, if you are on Instagram, please, please, please hop onto YouTube, youtube.com Clay Sus Official. Our lives now are on YouTube, all of them. I'm not doing live on Instagram anymore. YouTube.com Clay Sus Official. The live on YouTube is already going on. Let's hop over there. YouTube.com Clay Sus Official. Let's hop over there. Let me see people from Instagram hopping on YouTube. You need to get used to go to YouTube, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. YouTube.com. If you are here on YouTube, let me know you're here. Say something in the comments. Say hello in the comments so I know you are here. I just see the number of people who are here. I don't know. I can't see who is right here actually. I started a little bit earlier tonight because I want to get people time to hop from Instagram over here. Hey Jeff, that's Brenna. My Shoulder Fast crowd is getting here. Jeff, I want to know how many pictures did you bring back from Shoulder Fest? Because you were shooting all the time, buddy. We didn't have time to hang out because you were shooting all over. How many images did you bring from Shoulder Fest? I want to know. People want to know. And if you are on Instagram, please hop on YouTube. We are doing live on YouTube now. YouTube.com Clay Souza Official. Live over there is already started on YouTube. YouTube.com Clay Souza Official. You don't need to be logged in. Just go there and you're gonna see the button saying that I'm live. My Shoulder Fast swagger. That's right. I was looking for my short sleeve, couldn't find it, so I got to put the long sleeve on. 2,900 images in what? 3 days, 2 days? Oh my gosh, that's a lot, Jeff. That is a lot. That's a lot. So I'm assuming you had fun on Shoulder Fest. Delmar, we missed your Shoulder Fest. I know you're going to be there, but you had an accident, so you couldn't be there. All right, all right, all right. So tonight we're going to talk about soft light, hard light, how to create them, and most importantly, where you use hard light and soft light, how to use them. A lot of people want to do soft light all the time. For some photo shoots, you have to have hard light, and I'm going to show you two fitness photo shoot that I did. You're going to see the difference between them of them. Yeah. Trying to capture fireballs. Jeff, when I saw those fireballs, I said, Jeff is going to love it. He's going to be here all the time, shoot this damn fire. I knew you're going to love it. I knew. If you are on Instagram now, please hop on YouTube. YouTube.com, Clay Souza Official. Let's go. Let's do it. Movie recording has been automatically stopped. Why? I need you to record this. Don't do that to me. Why did it stop? It's telling me here that it's not recording. I don't know why. Already booked for next year, Jeff. That's good, brother. That's good. So it's needless to say that you had fun, right? Why did you stop recording? It's telling me it stopped recording, and I don't know why. And I don't know how to make a record. Actually, 3 models want me back so far. That's really good, Jeff. Congratulations, bro. That's really good. All right, so it's 8:12. We passed 4 minutes. If you are on Instagram, please head out to YouTube. YouTube.com, Clay Souza Official. Our lives are on YouTube now. Please head over to YouTube. I'm waiting for you there. Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's broadcasting, but it's not recording because then I need to download it to post the video. It's not if it's not recording. I need to understand why it's not recording, and most important, how to fix it. I don't know. I don't know. General shift audio like record separate audio for each guest. Camera. Yeah, audio hotkey layout guest. So I don't know why it's not recording. Phone over here. Unmute. All right, so let me see if this mic is speaking up the right mic. You should have picked up this guy here. I don't think he picked up the right mic. Alô, 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 som 1, 2, 3. Let me see, hold on. Hold on, guys. No, picked up this one here. Seems to be good. All right, so what do you mean you see the recording screen, Jeff? I don't know what you mean by that. You seen something else other than me? I don't know what's going on. Let me check Instagram. All right, if you are on Instagram, please hop to YouTube. We are doing lives on YouTube now. YouTube.com, Clay Souza Official, right here. Hop on YouTube and let me know that you are there. You don't need to be logged in. You don't need an account. Just go YouTube.com, Clay Souza Official. You're gonna find us there. All right, awesome. All right, cool. Let's get started. Let me do my introduction, and we're gonna go on there. Hi, I'm Clay Souza. I'm a wedding portrait photographer in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and you're watching 808 with Clay, where we go live twice a week, every Monday and Wednesday, to talk about photography, more specifically lighting, composition, and posing. We are on YouTube at youtube.com. Clay Souza Official. If you're here, thank you so much. And if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button and also that bell button so you get alerted every time I upload new content. We're also on Instagram at Clay Souza Official, where I upload new content every single day. I would appreciate if you could subscribe those two channels and learn more about photography with us. We're here all the time. So you guys seen this message? A movie recorder has stopped automatically. You seen that on your screen? Oh, that's just annoying. How do I get away from this? How do I stop mic and cam? Exit solo layout. Why is it like that? I will stop my cam quickly and go back. Hold on a second. Stop cam. And let's go back here. Why it's not recording? I'm sorry, guys. I really don't know how to fix this. I never had that issue before. And I have no idea why it's doing that. I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I have like a bunch of images I want to show. But with this thing here, how am I going to remove it? I've clicked all over here. I think the only way to end the broadcast is start over again. If you are on Instagram, please hop on YouTube, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official. We're not doing lives on YouTube, on Instagram anymore. Our lives are on YouTube, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official. We're waiting for you there. Let's do it. Okay, view live. I don't know how to remove this message from the screen. Annoying. Edit. So I can do that. Record on every new destination. Please use official. I don't really know how to remove that. Remove from screen, from stream. Let me remove this from stream and go back. Let me do a quick StreamYard. To find a solution. Should find a quick solution here. Might be. Oh, stop it.
You ready, mate? Hey guys, what's up? This is T-Bones Tech, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to fix this error message. Alright, so the reason you are getting this error message is because the SD card that you're using in your camera isn't fast enough. When taking high quality...
Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I have the same message on the camera. Hold on. Okay, one camera. Settings, camera. Oh, I think we're back in business now. I just restart the camera again. Yeah, I mean, I use the same card, the same. Nothing has changed, so I really don't understand what's going on there. But now the message is gone. Let's get this started. So if you are still on Instagram, please hop to YouTube, youtube.com, ClayStudioOfficial. Okay? All right, let's talk about hard light and soft light. What is hard light and what is soft light, how to create them, and how to use them. Right? I'm going to show you a bunch of images here, some that I created a long time ago, some I created in Shutterfast. And I'm going to show you all of them to show you the difference between them. So usually when you're shooting any type of set, I decided to talk about this because I noticed a lot of stuff going to Shutterfast. Everybody, I mean, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people shooting like soft light. Everybody's going through soft light. Everybody wants to shoot soft light. Everybody thinks the soft light is the right way to do it. And you know what? Sometimes it's not. It's going to depend on what you are photographing, the moods that you're photographing, the genre that you're photographing. If you're photographing fitness, for instance, you want a little bit more of a hard light than a soft light. So, with that said, how do we create soft light? Soft light is created by increasing the size of light, putting the light source inside a soft box or behind an umbrella, something that the light's going to hit and going to make the light soft. You're going to make the light bigger, and bigger light is soft light. And you always have to remember when you talk about this, that every time we talk about bigger light, we're talking about in relationship with the subject. So, recapping, soft light is created by increasing the size of the light. So if you put your light inside a soft box or inside behind an umbrella, the light's going to be bigger, so it's going to make it softer. Another thing that to create soft light is by moving the light closer to the subject. The closer the light is to the subject, the softer it's going to be. So the bigger and the closer, the softer it's going to be. So hard light, on the other hand, is totally the opposite, right? So if you move the light away from the subject, the light's going to be a little bit harder. Doesn't matter if it's a small light source or a big light source. Although if you move a big light source away from the subject, you're going to see a little bit of harder light, but really not that hard. Okay, so the hard light is created with a small modifier, and the modifier a little bit away from the subject. Always remembering that this, when I talk about a smaller or bigger modifier, we're talking about in relationship to the subject. Let's say if I'm photographing a person and I'm using a Meg sphere, you can see the Meg sphere is really small in relationship to my face. So this is small light source. This will generate you hard light. Don't think this generates you soft light, because it will not. It's really good when you shoot like a few light. This is awesome. When you shoot silhouette, this is awesome. But this will not create soft light because it's small in relationship to the subject. Now, if you're shooting a little ant, like walking across the table, this is going to create soft light. If you can see shadows on an ant, this will create soft light because the ant is really tiny in relationship to this modifier. Okay? So, this is how you define hard light and soft light. But now, when to use in each one of them? Most people want to use soft light all the time, which is fine. It's not, most of the time, yeah, you want soft light because it looks a little bit more, it looks nice in the subject. But depending on what you're shooting, it could be depending on the genre, depending on the mood. So let's say if you create a dramatic image with flying dress and stuff, you probably want to go a little bit more on the hard side than on the soft side. If you're shooting headshots, for instance, you may want to go into a soft side. If a soft light, if you're shooting something that has a beautiful bokeh on the background, a really blurry background, you're probably going to be shooting using soft light. And now that you know how to use soft light, so you know how to do this. Just a little pause here for me to tell people on Instagram. If you get into Instagram right now, our live is on YouTube, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official. Just hop over there, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official. The live has already started over there. So I'm waiting for you there. Hop in there. You don't need to be logged in. You just hop in there. You're going to see that we're live and just click on the live button. Okay, so hard light, soft light. But now the biggest question is when to use each. If you're doing a more dramatic type of photo shoot, if you're using like flying dresses and dramatic skies, you probably want to use a little bit of a hard light. If you're shooting headshots, you probably want to shoot a little bit of a soft light. It all depends on what you really want, as long as the type of light that you use, the quality of light matches the mood of the photo shoot. Okay, so don't go crazy creating hard lights where it's not supposed to be. You need to be aware of the mood of the photo shoot, right? One of the times that I use hard light, I mean really, really hard light, is when I'm shooting fitness. If I'm shooting fitness, I'm going to use hard light. So let me show you a few images. I'm going to show you a series of images here that was probably, I think, my second. This image was taken in 2015. I was looking at the exit today. 2015, like 7 years ago, we had just started. I think this was my second photo shoot, and I'm going to show you this fitness photo shoot that I shot like in 2015. I think it was my second paid gig, and I'm going to show you a fitness photo shoot that I did in Shooter Fest last week. Let me share my screen here with you. Share and share screen. All right, so right now you should be seeing my Photoshop screen. And I want to show you these images because I want to show you where I went wrong with them, right? So let me look at this one here. All right, cool. I hope you guys can see this, right? This is my, I think this was my second paid gig that we did. We did over here for Caroline. She is a fitness CrossFit instructor. All right. So let me show you what happened. First of all, let me show you the scene. We were like in a kind of garage type of environment. So it was a CrossFit gym, and the gym had this a garage door in the back, and it was really, really, really sunny outside. So what I did there, I opened the garage door a little bit to get some light because it was really dark in there. I had my lights, but I was struggling a little bit at that time. I wanted to create some more natural light. So I opened the garage door a little bit so the light will bounce on the ground and bounce back into her. Will hit the ground and bounce back to her. So look at this image here. Okay, as first, let me see. All right, cool. So look at this image here first. You can see on camera left, you can see we have a lot of light. So right here, on this side, we have a lot of light. Now, look at her abs definition on this side where you have more light and other side where you don't have as much light. You can see she's showing way more definition on the darker side of the image. That's because it's on the darker side. The light there is a little bit harder than what the light gets being filled by the garage door being open. You can see, look at her biceps. Look at her biceps on camera left and on camera right. You can see way more definition on the harder side. Like I said, this was my second page photo shoot. I knew I had to go hard light, but I really did not know how hard I had to go. So, and we create the image, which is okay, but it's really not ideal at this point now, right? So, and then we create also this one over here, where we have one light set up over her head, but still you can see a little bit more of definition on her abs over here because of the light that I have put on. It's it's high on the light stand and pointing down into her, and you can tell that looking by the shadows here on her face, on her shoulder, that the light is coming from camera right. Okay, so as we went shooting, we did a bunch of stuff. I was looking at it. At that point, I thought, oh, this is really cool and stuff. But now I look at this and I see the problems that I had. So here, what did I do? I turned her the side to the garage door, to this garage door over here, right? I turned her to the side and I lit her from behind to create a little bit of a separation light. So again, remember, this was my second page photo shoot. I didn't know better. I still didn't know how to create like really, really hard, cool light, right? But, we're getting there. I started getting to the groove a little bit, got better, a little bit better. We can see definition of her abs over here, right? You can see a little bit of definition, her shoulders over here. Not a lot, but, still better. But I remember that she had really good quads, and I lost the definition here by the highlights here, because this is natural light that's coming from the outside. I have no control over the light. Remember, every time you're using light, multiple light sources especially, you have to have control over every single piece of light that you're using. And I was using a little bit of hard light that did not, I was using a little bit of natural light that was coming from outside, and I didn't have control over that light. So that was my mistake right there. And the last one that I wanted to show you. So this was towards the end of the shoot. This was in another area of the gym, totally inside. So I started controlling the light a little bit better. Now you can see we get some really good definition here in the chest area. Really good definition here in the biceps. All right, here and shoulders over here, because right now I'm controlling the light, so I'm splitting the light. I move the light all the way camera right, got her looking towards camera right, and to create that, we can see here on the thigh size a little bit here, definition right there. So this is also working. Look at her abs here, a little bit of definition over there. Also, this was towards the end. So this is when I start getting to the groove of thinking, okay, this is how we do this. So then we start getting a little bit better, but that was towards the end of the shoot. But one that I want to really call your attention to is this one here, because here you can clearly see that when you on camera left, you can see how I lost definition on her abs just because we had that natural light coming into the scene, spilling into the scene, which I thought that was the right thing to do at the time, but it really was not. Okay, so this is one thing. And then now at Shutterfest last week, I had this model who really wanted to shoot with me. He kept chasing me over there, and then we did. Where are the images? I put them over here. Here they are. Yeah. So this is a whole new, guys. First of all, this is straight out of the camera. I have not edited those images yet. Okay. This was a Shutterfest this past week. I shot this model. He's a pretty strong dude. A very nice, his name is Kay, and we shot. But how did I create this image? Those ones that you saw over here, I create with a beauty dish. I had a beauty dish with a sock on it, pointing down. That's why you don't have that much definition. How did I create this image? This image is like one light setup. All I used to create these images was this guy over here. right? Let me I'm sharing my screen. Was the only thing that I used to create this image was this guy over here, an AD200 and a small light source, right? This is really high, pointing down into the model. Okay, this is how I used to create these images. Right now, let me go through and walk you through these images so you can see how I created them. Hold on, share screen. So we started a little bit of a concept here. He has shirt on. I got him open his shirt, blah, blah, blah. So again, keep in mind, these are straight out of the camera. I have not retouched, have not touched these images at all. Okay, so you can see here from the spots here that we're using camera left. The light is camera left, and like I said, it's really high, pointing down. And so why do we do this? I mean, if I zoom in a little bit here, you can see how hard the light is, because you see the defined shadows that we have here. The movement from light to shadow is really hard, as opposed to something like this, for instance, that has a soft. So you look at this image, you have a soft light to shadow transition, soft light to shadow, right? This is a big soft box, camera left. Okay, this is a butterfly pattern, if you guys remember this, because it has the shape under her nose over here. This is soft light, this is hard light, and the way you tell apart is by how defined the edge of the shadow is. Okay, so as you can see here, this image, I mean, if I was going to edit this, it wouldn't be too long. It would take like about 5 minutes to edit this. This one here also, same thing. All right, same thing. So a small modifier, AD200 with a mag sphere, high on camera left, pointing down. So why we do this? The way we do this, because what we want to create really is highlights on the muscles and shadows under the muscles. This is what makes it different. This is why our goal here is to make him look bigger than what he really is. You can see how defined the highlights and the shadows are. This is why we put this high, because we want the shadows under the muscles, something like this. Look at this one here, right? Same light setup, guys. I just moved the light stand a little bit here and there, but this is pretty much it. And again, remembering that this is straight out of the camera. I did not retouch these images at all. You can see here, I mean, let's do, if you let me, I will do a quick edit of this image here, just so to see what I will do with this image. I'm not even going to get out of Photoshop. I'm going to use Photoshop and Camera Raw. So I'm going to I have my background layer. I'm going to duplicate that background layer by pressing Control J on a Windows machine. So I have this guy here that I need to remove, because I have a little bit of a hair light coming in, and behind here is glass, right? So I have the hair light, a little bit of the background light hitting here over here to create a little bit of more highlights. But the way I would just grab the clone stamp and go over here and just clone it out like that. And clone this out a little bit here also. I will also crop this a little bit by pushing C. Now let's close up a little bit here. Remove distraction. Let me keep the ratio a little bit. I will close up a little bit here too, just a little. This will be the crop that I will do. Okay, and now if I open Camera Raw by pushing, actually I'm going to do Control J again, duplicate the layer. If I do Control Shift A, I open Camera Raw here. Now I'm inside Adobe Camera Raw. If you don't know, Adobe Camera Raw is just like a lighter version of Lightroom. This is the processor of Lightroom. From here, that's how we create Lightroom. And all I'm going to do here is to accentuate a little bit more the highlights and shadows. Okay, so I'm going to increase the highlights just a little bit here. Just a little bit. I will decrease the shadows to create a little bit more depth. I'm going to bump the whites a little bit, and I'm going to push down bring down the blacks. So I don't like, sometimes I don't like using the contrast, because if contrast tends to mess up with the skin a little bit. But this is pretty much what I would do. And the vibrance here is I'm going to put a little bit more texture here to increase the definition a little bit more. Actually, quite a little bit more here. And vibrance, I will decrease because it had tungsten light, it's a little bit too orange for me. I'm going to grab the vibrancy slider and just decrease a little bit the vibrancy slider. I may even bring the exposure tiny little bit up here. Something like that. Maybe highlights back up a little bit more. And bring the exposure down. Every time you're doing this, like very, very, very little concepts here. And this is how I would do it. There you go. Now you go from here to here. Now I'm seeing, remember what I keep telling you, every time you look at a picture, your eyes will go to the brightest part of the image. And if you look at this image, what are the brightest part of this image? The brightest part of the image is over here, right? This is a distraction. We need to take care of this. And here's a little quick technique of dodging and burning in Photoshop. I'm going to create a new layer. I can go here, layer, new layer, or I can do Control, Shift, and the letter N as in nothing. Bring up the layer, and I'm going to create this layer as an overlay. And I'm going to check this guy over here, fill with overlay neutral gray. So it's 50% gray. When I click on this, it creates a layer that has gray on it. Now, in this layer, every time that I paint black, it's going to burn, meaning it's going to darken the image, and every time I paint white, we will brighten the image. We'll dodge the image. Dodge is when you go brighter, and burn is when you go darker. If you need to do both, dodge and burning on the same image, I would advise you to create two separate layers to keep things organized, so you know what's happening all the time. In this point here, for this quick live, I'm just going to go and do some burning on these guys over here. So my foreground color here is already black, and if you want, let's say if you have different colors here, let's say I have red and I have green here. Let's say these are my colors, so these colors don't work. It needs to be white or black. All I do is to push the D as in David key, and now I turn everything in black and white. And if I need to switch this color, I'm just putting X. If I press X, it will go from black and white to white and black. Right? So right now I want to burn. I want to darken those steps a little bit, and I'm going to grab a brush by pressing D, and it needs to be a really, really soft brush. So I'm going to go with a 5% brush here, and now I'm going to darken this guy a little bit more over here. There you go. I'm going to push this a little bit smaller here and over here. I'm going to darken a little bit more here, a little bit more, maybe his face a little bit here. I'm going to leave the highlights on his muscles, otherwise you're going to lose a little bit of definition, and maybe take a little bit out. And that would be it. I wouldn't be doing a whole lot of more of this image. Well, if it was a client, I would probably go here and start picking stuff, things like this, for instance. I will go back here and do cloning over here, maybe pick this a little bit, pick this a little bit, anything that's not, and that would probably would pick a little. Can I do this? Let me see. No, that doesn't work. I would probably pick on those highlights here by decreasing the highlights, maybe clone in a different way over here. Oops, hold on. Clone in a different way over here. Use highlights from somewhere else on the skin, like that. Oops, a little bit smaller here. Maybe here, cloning the highlight. Oh, not the eyebrow. Yeah, just clone the highlights a little bit here. But you know what? A lot of times I just leave it like that because it's a part of the. Looks like he's sweating. I mean, he was putting oil like all the time, so it's natural that he's going to be a little bit shiny. So for this type of stuff, I usually leave it there a little bit, and that's how I would. That nose job will stay horrible. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's fine right there. Let me see over here. I clone this a little bit here. No, not the last one. On this little highlight here. And this little guy over here. I went way over than what I wanted to show. There you go. Yeah, I would keep it like that. What's happening to his nose? You know what? Let's undo that nose job. Yeah, let's just take care of this for now. Yeah. Take care of the highlights. Oops. Back this to normal. Sometimes this thing gets tricky over here with a small brush like that because it's really hard brush. Pull it from somewhere else. I don't know what's happening here. Let me see. Replace here. I think it might be this layer that's affecting it. Yes, that was that layer there. Yeah. There you go. Now we're cooking with gas. Remove this highlight from here. And that will do it. That will do it. Right? So this is, I would probably like, if it was a client, I would probably work on his forehead a little bit here. Not really removing, but making a little bit less visible. But point of this light is the lighting, right? Maybe like take care of those three highlights over here also. But point here is the light. So how you use the light to create those those hard shadows. It's one light setup, like I showed you, very simple light setup. One light setup, higher, pointing down to your subject so the light can hit the muscle and create a hard shadows on the bottom, below the muscle, under the muscle. So if you are going to shoot something like this, and if you bring a big soft box to shoot something like this, you may get some highlights, but there will be a tendency of them getting a little bit softer. You can even try to put the softbox in a boom and light from the top to create the shadows from top to bottom, but watch for that, right? So every time you create like fitness photo shoot or any other type of photo shoot that requires hard light, just be careful. But as you can see, I think this is I think it's a big difference from here. Let me bring them over there, him over there. So from from here to here. That's a big difference. The whole thing about this over here is about embracing the shadows. Remember, I'm always talking about every time you become a flash photographer, you have to start looking more at the shadows than at the light. At this point here in my career, like I said, this was my second page photo shoot. I didn't know better. I was looking more into the lights than the shadows. Here now, after 7 years, I can look at the shadows now and kind of use the lights just to highlight a little bit where I wanted it to be. So, as a flash photographer now, you need to start making these decisions. You need to start making those choices when you pick which modifier I'm going to pick, which type of light I'm going to pick. Because if you use a light, a soft light with the fitness model, it may look okay, but you're going to be doing a little bit of a disservice because the person is not going to look as muscular as they really are, if they are muscular. Okay, we're talking about here muscles, highlighting, showing, and hiding. It's like boudoir. Boudoir, you use light to reveal and use shadows to conceal. So it's the same idea here, but you want to do this in the right way. All right, guys, do you have any questions for me? Let me see. There's nobody on Instagram. We got no questions at all. Everybody's all right. It's all good. You guys get it? So you guys now can go and try some fitness shot, because this is all about trying and error, right? Trying, make mistakes, and learning from your errors. All right? Good to go? All right, guys. Thank you so very much for being here again one more time. And we're going to be from now on, you're going to get consistent. And so every Monday and Wednesday at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be here talking about photography, lighting, composition, and posing. If there is some specific topic that you guys want me to talk about, send me a DM on Instagram or comment here on this video, and I will make sure that I talk about that if it fits our theme. All right. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on Wednesday. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and that bell button so you get notified every time I upload new content, which is pretty much every day. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you on Wednesday at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye.